How in the heck are all y'all doing? Time for another vlog. This one is taking a new turn, something we have not done quite yet. You'll be seeing a lot more of these, but this is our first ever waterfowl vlog. We get a lot of hate. We get a lot of hate messages on the old Instagram, every now and again on the Facebook, but it seems like the only YouTube videos that people get a little butthurt about are our duck hunting and goose hunting YouTube videos. And yes, we did make a few mistakes in our duck hunting videos. This is only our third season, second and first season for other people. We still have a lot to learn. Not that that's an excuse to, justify what we did do wrong. But this first clip, what you will see, was 100% on us. We effed up, to say the least, on this one. But a couple of the other comments that, people hating on us were, aside from our duck identification, as you'll see here in a little bit, definitely misidentified quite a few ducks. They were ducks that we never shot before. So, it's a tomato type deal. Might as well roll our first duck hunting mishap.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
Wait. Alright, take him. Take him.
Well, this one is rather interesting. So we were out doing some scouting, and we saw that this river that flows into Badenoch was just full of birds. So even did the responsible thing, called the DNR and asked if we were allowed to hunt there. Found out, we already knew the 150-yard safety zone from an occupied dwelling. We were like 226 or 227 yards away from those houses when we killed that goose. And what we did not know is that as a hunter, your bullets are an extension of you. So even if you're 400 yards away from a house and your bullet lands within that 150-yard radius around the house, technically, if the landowner gets really butthurt about it, you can get prosecuted for trespassing and probably go to jail for a little while. But what happened was the boat was positioned, perpendicular to downriver. Houses are over here, and luckily I was on the opposite side of the boat from where the goose was coming in. Comes flying down. Buddy in the front of the boat starts banging, kind of clears down a little bit. Buddy in the middle starts banging, and luckily by the time I had a clear shot, the bird went down. So both buddies got, I think they were like $150 tickets for what was it called? Safety zone violation or something like that. Well, the DNR came out, they obviously realized that we weren't intentionally breaking the law, just something that we were unaware of, which is not an excuse, but they were pretty cool. It was funny. We sat there and talked with them for like 45 minutes while we were talking to the DNR. A big old flock of geese came in, and they said, "Oh, you guys can call at them if you can get them to come in. You can shoot them while we're sitting here." So we tried, but unfortunately, they didn't come in. That was the only run-in, luckily, that we will have with the DNR for quite a while. But this next one, there's nothing wrong with this next clip you're going to see. It's just embarrassing to me and just all in all hilarious. So let's see that.
Jesus! Whew.
Well, that's probably the most expensive goose right there that we shot all year. Took me like 8-9 shots to kill it. It was funny because we were hunting a Sunday, and that was a goose that we'd wounded the Friday before. And usually we call that a swamp walk. There's a bunch of like marshlands like that back behind where we usually hunt that area. So we usually walk through there and flush, 3 to 6, sometimes even 20 ducks if you're real lucky. But just walking on that 2-track, heard that goose start honking, got all jacked up. Couldn't see it. It was hiding behind some bushes. Not because I'm blind as a bat, but it was actually hiding. So I went sprinting after it, and I'm obviously, as you can tell, completely out of shape after the hernia surgery, but went cooking it after this bird. Saw it up there, took a shot, missed, jumped into the water, took a shot. Now I'm sprinting through like waist deep water in 9mm waders. Luckily, a handful of shots later, got her done. But now let's roll into the misidentification of some birds.
Hen mallard. Hen mallard? Yeah.
That looks like a good one.
Oh yeah, that is about to fall off.
Gotta be gentle with her. Good mallard. Good mallard, good mallard. Yeah, definitely about to fall off.
Okay, so those of you who duck hunt obviously can tell right away that that is not a hen mallard. It's indeed a hen black duck. We were quickly corrected in the comment section for that bird. We will not be making that identification mistake again. So thank you all for watching our backs and our misidentification. Let's watch another one.
Got him.
All right, well, you just saw there, all of you avid, die-hard duck hunters out there, for whatever reason, seem to hate on water swatting. And I'm, honest to God, don't know why. Especially, I think most people that hate on water swatting never go diver duck hunting, because most of these divers most of these divers fly twice to 3 times as fast as a mallard or any puddle duck. So unless your head is 360 degrees on a swivel, for the most part, I would say 25 to 50% of the time, divers are going to come cooking in, and they're going to be landed before you even see it. Usually you hear them hit the water, you look over and they're right there. And yeah, you can get up and yell at them and get them to fly away and then shoot them, but we noticed that we were doing that. We were wounding more ducks than anything. So if you want to debate it, go ahead, leave it down in the comment section. But personally, at Hunters for Life, we do not have a problem with water swatting. We love eating ducks. We love eating geese. And when you're talking a duck that flies like 120 miles an hour, they're a lot easier and a lot more ethical to kill them when they're sitting perfectly still as opposed to just cooking it through the air. Those 4 ducks that you just saw there, those were the first old squaws that I've ever even seen, let alone killed. We had a group consensus that they were indeed juvenile bluebills is what we came up with, but that was 100% wrong. Turns out they're old squaws. And it's funny because we actually started whacking the heck out of them later on in the season. But we got another misidentification for you. Let's see that.
Don't shoot the decoys.
Hey, at least.
First Buffy, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, man. This is awesome. Thanks for bringing me out.
Dude, look how that one's way bigger than the last one we got. That is a mature Buffy. Is that a Buffy?
Has to be. Let's see.
I don't know. His beak shouldn't be like that.
Is that a merganser?
No, not a merganser. Mergansers aren't white like that. That is not a buffalo head.
Wait, yellow eyes.
That might be a golden
It's
eye.
a golden eye. This is a Drake golden eye. It is. I know it is.
Oh my, that's the first one of those I ever killed.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This one's pretty good. We had a duck come cooking into the decoys, black and white, shot it, 100% sure, Drake bufflehead. Get it in my hands. I'm looking at this duck. I'm like, this thing is 3 times the size of any bufflehead I've ever killed. So wrote off that it wasn't a bufflehead, and then back to, you know, what the heck is this duck? It's got the colors of a bufflehead. It's got the beak of a merganser. It's got the eyes of a golden eye. We came to a group consensus that it was indeed a Drake goldeneye. Wrong again. That was indeed a Drake hooded merganser. So not the most table worthy duck, but definitely 100% beautiful. Should have got it mounted, honestly, looking back at it, because that's the only one we saw all season. Won't be making that mistake again. Let's see a little bit more of these shenanigans.
Those are bluebells, bud. Oh my god, a wood duck!
This is the one that I am probably the most embarrassed of. Shot 3 hen woodies and a drake. For whatever reason, I picked up the first one. I'm looking at it, and I was in my head. I'm like, oh my god, it's a hen bluebell. Then picked up the drake, freaked out because that was definitely the most beautiful, beautiful drake wood duck I've ever seen, let alone killed. We actually got that one going to the taxidermist, so that'll be up on the wall somewhere in our new office. But this one, we got them all back to the boat, and I was looking at them while we were sitting there waiting for more birds to fly, and I'm like, no, they're not bluebells, they're wood ducks. So that one wasn't nearly as bad as the last ones. But this next clip you're going to see is the one that is probably the most controversial. So let's see that.
You get him? I can't tell.
Hey! 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 Dude, what the?
Tell me you got him.
No.
All right, well, the hateful comments on those 2 clips that you just saw were that, oh, do you guys not have legal shooting hours up in Michigan? Oh, if I could go out and shoot ducks at midnight, I'd kill them all. What people do not realize is when we film our videos, we're using a camera that is about the size of a shotgun shell and a half and cost about a couple $100. So this is by no means a high quality camera. So the one rule that we definitely did not violate, we had 4 guys 3-4 guys every time looking right at their phone, waiting for shooting time. Thing is, if it was overcast, cloudy, rainy, whatever, when it was actually shooting time, the only thing you would see on this camera were muzzle blast. So I don't know, that one was pretty interesting because that was definitely a rule that we were accused of breaking that we indeed did not break. But to wrap this video up, these next couple that you're going to see are something that we are definitely going to be working on correcting for next season.
Hey, kill that bird, Scott. Can't die.
I got no shell.
Hey, move. There's one more.
Okay, this one, as you can tell, you hear my voice off to the side of the screen. I'm out picking up a duck, and another one, I can't remember exactly, another one flew in, or one was wounded or something, but I'm out in the decoys, probably like here, this is so hard, here-ish, and my buddy goes and shoots somewhere in this direction, which was safe, But the thing is, we took a lot of new people out, and even the 2-3 year veterans of duck hunting. You know, when them ducks, geese, whatever come in, you get so jacked up, you're so excited, and that's when mistakes can definitely be made. So we're gonna be having some come to Jesus meetings before shooting light next season about not shooting birds when there's people out in the decoys, either moving decoys, picking up birds, you know, bird watching, whatever. But I don't know. It happened a lot this last season. You know, luckily we got lucky and nobody got hurt. But that was definitely one of our dumber mistakes.
Currently 2 birds away from a 3-man limit. We're gonna give her hell.
Shoot him. Yeah. Well, that your first 3-man?
Well, this one, if somebody did not comment calling us out, I honestly wouldn't even thought this was a bad thing to do. At this point in time, we were hunting with 3 guys. We had 16 birds. We were 2 away from a limit. And so that means at least one guy was completely limited out, technically should have put his gun away, sat down, and when those last couple of birds came in, all 3 of us popped up and started taking shots, which is I guess is illegal. But at least for my blind, but like when the birds are flying in, if everybody's shooting, I mean, even my buddies have a hard time with it. It's virtually impossible to tell who actually shoots a bird. But that is one thing that we are definitely going to have to take into consideration for next season. That's all. That is about all of the mishaps that we have from last duck season. Getting stoked for next year's duck season. They've just opened up cormorants up here in Michigan, and the spots that we hunt on Lake Michigan, there are a metric buttload of cormorants. So we're going to be looking to get some cormorant decoys here in the next couple of weeks, and getting a couple of layout boats for this season. But if the birds are halfway as cooperative as they are, or as they were this past year, it's going to be just as good, if not a better season. So anybody that wants to go duck hunting, if you're up here, just let us know. But might as well wrap this video up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you feel like you got to hate on us in the comment section, go ahead. If you're hating on us, you're still talking about us, so it's all good. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your support. I know you all already have, but if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs down, whatever you're feeling. Leave a comment down in that comment section. We love talking with you guys. Thank you once again so much for your support. Thank you for watching. As always, happy adventures.